Happy Sentinels Tuesday, everybody. There's a lot of heroes that have been coming down the line, so I thought I'd do an extra video this week where we look at Dr. Tomorrow, the latest hero from Union Comics. He's going to be building some gadgets that will hopefully help out the team as they rematch Dr. Wondertainment, which shockingly has never been defeated on this stream. Helping out Dr. Tomorrow are Visionary, Terminus 2199, and Writhe, and we're playing in the mobile defense platform because I want to win. Alright, Dr. Wondertainment starts with 2 toys and 2 little misters. We got Mr. Life and Death, Mr. Mad, the Wonder Pony, oh dear, and the Dragon Snails. Who wants to do irreducible damage? Probably Terminus. Alright, and we begin. Jeremy. Alright, I think we're just going to take out as many of these as we can. We can leave the misters in play and just drop the toys real quick. End of turn, he plays top card of the deck. Mr. Scary, okay, he needs to go. Non-villain target with the second lowest takes 3 fire damage, that's Dr. Tomorrow. Jeremy X at the start, this card deals each non-villain target and itself 1 sonic and 1 irreducible toxic damage. So everybody take 2. And the Wonder Pony hits itself for 2. Alright, let's start with Cerebral Hemorrhage. Hits Mr. Scary, Jeremy, and the Dragon Snails. She will enlighten Dr. Tomorrow, of course. Draw a card. Alright, start of her turn. Terminus hits herself for 1. I guess we're going to do Ethereal Armory. Cloak Projector, play these Scan Goggles, which say, at the end of your turn, draw a card. You may destroy a gadget to draw 3 cards instead. Power is, look at the top card of any deck. You may replace or discard it. If you do this to the villain deck, destroy a gadget. But we'll be playing that for another effect, and Visionary doesn't have anything, darn. Alright, Corporealize, play a card. Terminus deals herself 2 cold damage. I guess we'll play Soul Ignition for 3 tokens. I have no powers to use. Discard a card, add 3 tokens to my Wrath pool. I don't think I'll do that. Draw a card. Alright. Alright, can use Skiamaki. We'll have Dr. Wondertainment hit himself for 1 and 1, so we can get the Shadow Cloak. Oh yeah, and I can play another ongoing. We'll play Erratic Form. And then we'll use the Cloak Projector and reduce Mr. Scary's damage for a round. I won't destroy the Shadow Cloak. Draw a card. And that's it. As he does irreducible, but that'll drop his damage to just the 1 irreducible. Dr. Tomorrow either has to skip one of his play phases. It's going to be draw. We'll play Sonic Boom Generator. Dr. Tomorrow deals each non-hero target 1 sonic damage. You may destroy a gadget. If you do, reduce damage dealt by any target that took damage this way by 1 until the start of your next turn. Unfortunately, the damage reduction happens second, but we'll go ahead and take out Jeremy. Everybody take 2 psychic damage. Drop the Dragon Snails and hits Mr. Life and Death twice, and then we'll destroy that tapped gadget, because it would be going back in my hand next round anyways, in order to reduce damage dealt by, Dr. Wondertainment and the Wonder Pony. And then he doesn't draw a card. Alright, mobile defense platform plays, shield generator, and that's great. Dr. Wondertainment plays Mr. Soap. End of turn, play the top card. Wondertainment land. Alright, does nothing, so he hits everybody for 1. And it's irreducible. Yeah, right, I'll take it. And then he hits himself for 1, which kills Mr. Life and Death. So much for that idea. Player with the most cards in hand discards a card, and he'll deal himself 1 melee damage. I guess that will be... Actually, I could use that. That will be Visionary. And then let's see if there are more non-Little Mister villain targets in play than Little Misters. There are 2 non-Little Misters. So we don't play the top card of the villain deck. Discard the top card of each deck, and if a Little Mister is discarded, we shuffle the card into the deck. It was the Atom Buster. That's a good one to discard. And then the Wonder Pony hits itself for 1. Alright, we need to get rid of Mr. Scary. Mind Spike. Actually hit him for 2 this time. She will enlighten Writhe. Draw a card. Okay, start of her turn. Cloak Projector goes back in Writhe's hand. We will play Guilty Verdict. Alright, she hits herself for 1. And then use her power to play Stoke the Furnace. Draw 2 cards. Increase damage dealt by Terminus by 1 until the start of my next turn. Add or remove 3 tokens from your Wrath pool. If you remove 3 tokens this way, you may play a card. I can play a card. I can play the Stained Badge. Okay, let's see. First of all, she's got +1 damage. I'm going to remove 3 tokens from her pool. I'm going to play the Light at the end. When this enters play, I put a 1-shot from my trash into play. We'll play the Chain Conductor. I get a memento or equipment. It's the Railway Spike. Alright. And then she draws a card. And let's see, at the end turn I can remove... Oh yeah, I can remove 3 tokens from her pool, which she doesn't have, so never mind. Alright. Yeah, we're going to do Darkly Dreaming. So, Writhe hits everybody for 3, taking out Mr. Scary. This is going to drop all the Little Misters, which is not what I wanted to do. But whatever. Destroy the Shadow Cloak, which means I can draw a card. And they all deal themselves 1 psychic damage. Wonder Pony is destroyed, which means Dr. Tomorrow hits himself for 4. but he's finally free. Mr. Mad goes down. Mr. Soap goes down. That's actually unfortunate because I would have been okay with him sticking around. The structure hits itself for psychic damage. He freaked it out. And then we use his power to pull the cloak back, draw a card. Alright, let's see what other tricks are in Dr. Tomorrow's hand here. Uncanny Experimentation. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, put 1 in your hand, play 1, and put 1 in your trash. I'm going to discard Master Stroke. We will put intern drones in my hand and play Brilliant Display. Until the end of the turn, whenever a power on a gadget allows you to destroy a gadget, you may put a token on that card instead. This counts as being destroyed for the purposes of gadget powers. You may use an additional power this turn. So, I'll use his base power first, Spontaneous Apparatus. Play a gadget card, you may use a power on that card now. I will play the Adapto Blaster. I love the name of this. And I really don't know if its effect is damaging those horrible tentacle people, or if it's making horrible tentacles grow out of their faces. We will go ahead and use the power on it. Dr. Tomorrow deals a target 2 damage of any type. You may destroy a gadget. If you do, choose 2 of the following to apply to that damage. Increase the damage by 2, it's irreducible, or it cannot be redirected. So we will put a token on this. I think I have to destroy a different gadget than this one, but that'll be 4 infernal damage to Dr. W. Oh, you know what? She got a token because the hero was dealt 3 or more damage at once. And then power number 3, I'll use the Sonic Boom Generator. Yeah, just go ahead and hit Dr. Wondertainment for 1, quote-unquote destroy a gadget, and reduce his damage again. It'll help us if we get a Scarf or a Jeremy. Draw a card. Alright, MDP Turbo Lift. Oh, that's bad. We need to get rid of that. Alright, Dr. Wondertainment plays Scarf. Hey, I called it. Somebody kill Scarf, please. And then at the end of turn, he plays Mr. Laugh. Uh-oh. He won't be lasting very long. Alright, there are more non-Little Misters in play, so we play the top card, Product Recall. We get a toy and a Little Mister, and it's Mr. Mad and the Atom Buster. That's a problem. This card in his play, 1 player may destroy an equipment card to place this card in the bottom of the villain deck. I will go ahead and do that. We can sacrifice the Sonic Boom Generator and get rid of that. The target did enter play, so we don't get any extras. Mr. Mad goes next to anyone but Writhe. I think we'll put him next to Visionary, even though that's not particularly helpful. Although having him back is good, so that's fine. Then we discard the top card of each deck. That's Mr. Lost. Oh boy, that was really nasty. So that discarded a Little Mister, and so this card gets shuffled into the villain deck. Dr. Wondertainment regains 4 HP. Each non-character target regains 1, which is that structure over there. Mr. Laugh deals the hero with the fewest cards in play 3 projectile damage. That is Visionary, and then he hits himself for 1. Okay, start of return. Visionary hits herself for 1. That's gonna hurt, but I'm gonna brain burn. Just put the trash on the bottom of the deck. 8 damage to her. Ouch. And then we will enlighten Terminus. Or actually, no, I'm gonna enlighten Dr. Tomorrow again, because Visionary is not likely to last. And draw a card. Alright, Unusual Suspects. Add 2 tokens to my Wrath pool. +1 goes away. Deals 2 targets 2 cold damage each. Hit Dr. Wondertainment and Scarf. Dr. Wondertainment hits the hero with the highest HP for H+1, which is just now H, which is her. She took 4. Let's see, I will add a token to her Wrath pool, and then with Railway Spike, I will remove 3 tokens and hit him back for 3. Nice. Power, I will play the Stained Badge, which means I remove it from the game and draw 4 cards, so she draws 5. Alright, she hit herself. Oh, which means she actually gets another token. Cool. Okay, let's do Somber Tinker. Draw a card, move Portable Dark Lab to his hand, play an equipment card, that'll be the Portable Dark Lab, and we'll go ahead and use it. We'll put Distorted Perception on the bottom of his deck, and then we'll go ahead and play that, so he deals a target 2 infernal damage. Not great, but whatever. Draw a card. There, now he's got some cards for tanking. Ooh, this sounds nice. Anticipate future threats. When a villain card would be played, you may destroy this card. If you do, move an equipment card from your hand or trash into play, then use a power. That'll be neat. Let's go ahead and Adapto Blaster, hit Dr. Wondertainment for 2, draw a card. Alright, Mobile Defense Platform plays Skydeck. Oh, that's very useful, actually. Alright, Dr. Wondertainment plays the Ontological 6-Ball. Good, Visionary can take care of that. End of turn, he plays Jeremy. Alright, Mr. Laugh hits Visionary for 3 and himself for 1, and that's not psychic damage, so everything is fine. Oh, hits herself. Ooh, shoot, she hits herself for 1 psychic damage. This hits the target with the second highest for 2 melee. That is Writhe. He will discard a card. And then she plays Mind Spike and takes out the 6-Ball. And we will enlighten Dr. Tomorrow again. and draw a card. Visionary's gonna die, but that's kind of okay. Let's return fire. We'll have Dr. Wondertainment deal her 1 projectile damage. She took damage, so she gets a token. She hits back for 2, draw a card, play a card. Then I will play Searing Gaze. She deals 5 cold damage to a target that dealt her damage since my last turn. That's Dr. Wondertainment. Power. She hits herself for 2, which means she can gain a token. Play Immortal Coils, draw a card, and then I will remove 3 tokens so she heals 2. Alright, Unquiet Night. Let's destroy propulsion systems. Oh right, this goes on the bottom of the deck. You know, we could actually kill Mr. Laugh and just get him out of here for the moment. I think we'll do that. Shadow Cloak is in play. I can draw a card or play a card, so let's play Swallowed by Shadow. We will kill Jeremy, which means 2 damage to everybody. He will discard a card. She gets a token. And then I'll destroy the Shadow Cloak and Mr. Laugh. So let me draw a card. Power, bring the Shadow Cloak back, draw a card. And then I'll discard that, because I never play it, and draw a card. Cool. And we'll play Intern Drones. When this card enters play, draw a card. The power is you may draw a card or play a card. If you play a one-shot this way, destroy a gadget. So let's draw a card. I'm going to play the Acceleration Disc. Power is one player chooses one of the following. Draw a card, play a card, or use a power. I can destroy a gadget to give them the choice of 2 options in any order. I think I'm going to do just that. So I'm going to drop Intern Drones, and we will let Visionary play a card, Decoy Projection, so she doesn't die, and then we'll let her use a power on herself to draw 2 and discard 1. I think that was a good use of my time. Draw a card. MDP, Battalion Mechanic. Hey, somebody's finally going to get around to fixing up that shield generator. Okay, Dr. Wondertainment goes to play a card. We are going to anticipate future threats. I'll destroy this card to move an equipment from my hand or trash into play. So I'll play Intern Drone so I can draw a card. And then I can use a power. I'll use the Adapto Blaster so that I can do 4 irreducible toxic damage to Dr. Wondertainment, destroying the Intern Drones. I'll tell you right now, I'm bouncing the Intern Drones a lot because A, they're fairly weak, but B, there's a card in here that lets you just get them for free. So, now Dr. Wondertainment plays a card. Wondertainment land again. End of turn, he plays a card. Jeremy, which means that there are now more non-Little Misters than Little Misters. So we play a card. Miss Emma, uh-oh, now we're in trouble. Discard the top card of each deck. Mr. Forgetful, so that's going back in the deck. Visionary hits the Distorted Perception for 1, and she's going to play Precognition. Got a Product Recall, we got a Robo-Dude, and we got General Beep. We will accept Robo-Dude. Although if I did Product Recall, I know exactly what I'd be getting, because there's only 2 cards. She will go ahead and enlighten herself again, and draw a card. Let's play Soul Ignition. 3 tokens. Can use a power now. I'll use Immortal Coils and hit Miss Emma for 3, removing 3 tokens to reduce her damage by 1. So then she hits back 2, which means she gets another token. Discard a card to repeat this card. Yeah, I think we'll do that to get 3 more tokens. Power, she will hit herself for 2, getting a token, and we'll play Searing Gaze. Hit Miss Emma for 5. Draw a card. Let's do Distorted Perception. I'll hit Dr. Wondertainment for 2, destroy the Shadow Cloak, drawing a card, and have him hit himself and Jeremy. She hits Writhe for 2. He can drop. I'll hit Jeremy, and he'll take out Miss Emma for us. And then we'll bring the Shadow Cloak back, draw a card, and we're good. Ooh, Volatile Electronics, that sounds good. Whenever a gadget enters the trash, Dr. Tomorrow deals 1 target, 1 lightning damage. Power. I got some powers to use here. Let's go ahead and play the Lightning Rod with his base power. Power 1 is until the start of your next turn, increase lightning damage by 2. Power 2 is Dr. Tomorrow deals a target 2 lightning damage. You may destroy a gadget. If you do, Dr. Tomorrow deals himself and each non-hero target 2 lightning damage. Well, we'll just go ahead and use that second power, kill Jeremy, and everybody take 2 damage. She's going to drop 3 tokens and add a token so she can hit him for 3. That takes out the Decoy Projection. Draw a card. Alright, shoot, they should both be on the bottom of the deck, as should the Decoy Projection. Strange, but it happens. Alright, MDP plays another shield generator. Good. You guys stay safe over there. Dr. Wondertainment plays Robo-Dude. Who saw that coming? And then he plays Mr. Lost. Robo-Dude hits the hero with the most cards in play for 1, 1, and 1. That's either Terminus or Dr. Tomorrow. I'm going to have it hit Dr. Tomorrow. And then we destroy a hero, ongoing, or equipment card. Let's destroy the Shadow Cloak, and he gets to draw a card. Alright. Visionary hits herself for 1, and she plays another Decoy Projection, because, good lord, we will enlighten Terminus and draw a card. Alright, Terminus, you got some return fires here. Yeah, we're going to have Dr. Wondertainment hit her. She removes 3 tokens, hits him for 3, hits him for 2, draws a card, and plays a card. Return fire. We'll have Robo-Dude hit her for 1. She adds a token, hits him for 2, draws a card, and plays a card. I'll play Jailbreaker, which gives her 3 Wrath tokens. Power, I will use Jailbreaker. She hits herself for 1, which gives her a token, and she'll hit Dr. Wondertainment and take out Robo-Dude and hit Mr. Lost. Draw a card. End of turn, 3 tokens to heal 2. Alright, Fight and Fade. Hit Mr. Lost for 2. The Shadow Cloak into play. I can play a card. How about Umbral Siphon? Then I'll hit Dr. Wondertainment for 4 and draw a card. Yeah, we're going to sacrifice Dr. Tomorrow's stuff, I think. Dr. Tomorrow is going to play the Magno Gloves. I've kept trying to play this with his base power, and you don't want to play it with his base power. Whenever Dr. Tomorrow would be dealt 3 or less damage, you may destroy or discard a gadget. If you do, prevent that damage and add a token to this card. Power is Dr. Tomorrow deals a target X damage, where X equals the number of tokens on this card times 2. So if you just play it and use the power, you're not going to do anything. Then remove all tokens from this card. So I'm looking forward to using this. So we'll use his power to play Tomorrow Bot. You may use an additional power during your power phase. I'm excited about this. I will use the Lightning Rod to kill Mr. Lost. Mr. Lost destroys a hero card, so we'll drop the Lightning Rod and do a damage to Dr. Wondertainment. Mr. Lost goes on the bottom of the villain deck. Draw a card. Ooh, I've got another Adapto Blaster. That's exciting. Alright, Mobile Defense Platform. Shield Generator number 3. Dr. Wondertainment plays Product Recall. Hey, guess what? We get a little mister and a toy. Ho ho ho. End of turn, he plays a card. It's the Rainbow Friend. Reveal the top card of a hero deck. Each player discards a card showing a keyword with the revealed card, then discard the revealed card. I don't really know if there's a good way to do this. Let's do Visionary, because she doesn't have any equipment. So ongoing or limited. Darn, she loses Twist the Ether. Scarf tries to heal Dr. Wondertainment and can't because I hit him with the Umbral Siphon. He does heal actually nothing at all, and deals the 3 hero targets the highest HP 2 melee damage each. That is Writhe, the Decoy Projection, and Dr. Tomorrow. Go ahead and just discard this excess Adapto Blaster for a token. Okay, start of turn, she hits the Decoy Projection. Guess we're going to Precognition again. She doesn't have a whole lot to do. Oh, we're back around to the bottom of the villain deck. Put Mr. Soap on top, because he's not too bad. And she will Enlighten Dr. Tomorrow and draw a card. Let's go ahead and stoke the Furnace. Draw 2 cards. Increase damage dealt by her by 1. Remove 3 tokens. Play a card. Okay, we'll do it again. Draw 2 cards. Increase her damage by another 1. Add 3 tokens. Okay, we're going to use Jailbreaker. So she deals herself 3 cold damage. Number 1, a hero target is dealt 3 damage, so I can remove 3 tokens from my Wrath pool. And if I do, I increase damage dealt by that hero target by 1 until the start of her turn. Number 2, she took damage, so she gets a token. And then I get to deal any number of other targets 5 projectile damage each. Kill Mr. Forgetful. Skydeck is still out. That's projectile, so I can't actually hit Mr. Mad. Let's take out Scarf, and Writhe soaks that damage. Okay, that's pretty good. 5 damage, I like it. Draw a card. End of turn, she doesn't have enough to heal, unfortunately. So that's probably it for her. Let's go ahead and Grasping Shadow Cloth. There's 1 card to move to the bottom of the deck. I will destroy the Shadow Cloak, drawing a card, and he can't play cards. I think that's a great idea. And then we pull the Shadow Cloak back into play, draw a card, and that's it. Alright, I'm going to play Brilliant Display, so I can add tokens to gadgets instead of destroying them. And I get 1 extra power, so I get 2 extra powers. Okay, power number 1, I'm going to play Lightning Rod. And we'll use the second power on it. Deal a target 2 lightning damage. Let's hit Dr. Wondertainment. And then I can destroy a gadget. I will destroy the Magno Gloves. So I don't know if that means you're supposed to put the token on the card doing the destroying or the card that you're destroying. Dr. Tomorrow deals himself and each non-hero target 2 lightning damage. He's taking 3 or less damage, so I will add a token to this, prevent the damage by destroying the lightning rod. So either way, it's getting the same amount of tokens. And he hits everything for 2 lightning. Environment is safe. Power number 2, let's do the Adapto Blaster. I'll do 4 damage by destroying the Magno Gloves. And then power number 3, I will use the Magno Gloves and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. We'll assume this is lightning damage and remove all the tokens from that card. The only way that would have been cooler is if I had actually killed him, but that was pretty cool. Alright, Mobile Defense Platform plays Battalion Mechanic. These are the healthiest shield generators in the world. Dr. Wondertainment can't do anything. Visionary hits the Decoy Projection for 1. And she's going to play the only card that she has to do anything, Psychic Maelstrom. Hit him for 2, enlighten Dr. Tomorrow, draw a card. She's got one more round of that. Okay, all of these +1s wear off, but that was a really cool turn for her too. I'm going to play Covenant of Wrath, and we're going to go ahead and do that. Terminus deals a target 6 cold damage, destroy this card. Goodbye. Draw a card. That's it. Okay, he can play cards again. Nowhere to hide. Let's do Lurking Shadows. Draw a card. Shadow Cloak is in place, so we will increase Ride's damage dealt to Dr. Wondertainment by 1. Power, I will use Umbral Siphon, hit him for 3 and 3. Draw a card. Which means Dr. Tomorrow gets to finish him off. What are we going to do? I'll play Intern Drones, draw a card. And, let's use the Adapto Blaster. We'll destroy the intern drones, and actually that just hits him for 1 lightning damage and kills him. We won! So, that's Dr. Tomorrow. He's pretty neat. There's a lot of juggling things and figuring out what order you want to play things in. Let's take a look at the rest of his deck. I started off with his Rocket Pack and never played it for whatever reason. When this card has 3 tokens on it, destroy a gadget, then remove all the tokens from this card. So you end up leaving some of your stuff behind because you're going too fast. Power 1, reduce damage dealt to Dr. Tomorrow by 1 until the start of your next turn, add a token to this card. Power 2, destroy an environment card, add a token to this card. Research Assistance, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's an equipment card, put it in your hand. If not, discard it and Dr. Tomorrow deals himself 2 fire and 2 toxic damage. Then search your deck for the card Intern Drones and put it in your hand. Shuffle your deck, you may play a gadget. So that's the one I was talking about. Gets you free Intern Drones. Master Stroke, move an equipment card from your hand or trash into play. You may use as many powers as gadgets you have in play. At the end of this turn, destroy all your equipment cards. So that's a real good finishing move, for all that Brilliant Display is also a good finishing move. And that's actually it. Although let me tell you, I want to find out about this guy on Acceleration Disc. Apparently his name is Rick Rocket. I want to know what his deal is. See, oh shit, I just closed it. See how they can do another speedster. Well, I guess that's it for this video. Yeah, okay. As always, Tabletop Simulator, the Reaver Sentinels, Call DLC, and Delph Ages Archives are not licensed to create against products. Please support the official release and hit the X button, I guess.